What is up, guys, and welcome to another Let's Talk video. Um, 2 in 1 week. Yeah. So we're gonna be playing Cookie Clicker. It's a game that I actually got addicted to thanks to a couple of streamers just streaming it randomly. And yeah, the reason why I'm doing another um, video like this is because I have not been able to get a video done yet. So I have a draft video half done. I got my intro done and whatnot, but I do not have anything else for that video done because we have not done the battle. Now the reason for that is because I am waiting for my my opponent, and I have another reason why I haven't gotten any other videos done. I got a job recently, so it's gonna take a lot of my time. Now, for the remainder of the week, it is gonna take a lot of my time because I am having to get up at 6 in the morning, and right now it is 11:20. So I want to say 7 to 6 hours before I have to wake up, and I am there from 6:30 to 3. So I'm there for a little while, but I am not a morning person, and being up for that long, waking up early and not getting enough sleep, that's what I did in high school and middle school, and I got over that in college because college the schedule was completely different, and now I can still go a couple of days on a couple of hours of sleep, but that's if I'm not doing too much. I am working, so it is actually starting to affect me a little bit. So hopefully I can get out of that slump, because after Friday, I have the weekend to myself. I can do what I want. I'm going to be playing some Pokemon Go, which is going to be real nice. I'll try and record some videos, do some bulk recording just in case something like this does happen again, like not being able to get a video done. So after this week, my work schedule is 3:30 p.m. to midnight. So that is more my speed. It's more what I'm used to. I can get a decent amount of sleep from like 4 a.m. to noon and still have time to wake up, eat lunch, and head off to work, come back, do some recording, get that rendered, uploaded, and then go back to sleep. And that's just going to be my days for a while. And yeah, that's pretty much the thing that's going down. And I did get a call from one of the places I applied for, which was really interesting. So I did try to call them back. They didn't pick up. So tomorrow after work, because I'm pretty sure they're going to call while I'm at work, I'll call them back like right after work. I'll sit in my car talking to them, see what exactly they're wanting, if they just want to like meet with me, or if they actually have a job that they want to try and give me. But then I have to explain the situation that I just got this job, and maybe if I can work the weekends, that'd be great. But then my whole week is going to be filled, so I'm going to have to do some rearranging. However, their schedule for the weekend is more manageable, so it is possible that I'm going to have a weekend part-time job, so more money in my pocket, which is real nice and really good for me because I have college debts that I need to start paying for soon. So I'm also going to be pre-ordering Pokemon Sword and Shield. If I can calculate everything, then I'm going to pre-order both of them at once, see if what kind of bundle I can get. I'm not gonna get another Switch. That's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna fork over the money for a second Switch since I already have a Switch. It's kind of like not needed. So, yeah, I don't need it, so I'm not gonna do it. Anyways, let me actually talk about this game. It is a web browser game. Anybody can play. It is free to play. I have this going on 2 browsers. This is actually Microsoft Edge that I have this on. I wanted to do a new game for y'all to start out fresh. I can actually show you guys my current game right now. It is insanity. In all honesty, I have 1.767 million cookies per click. So what you do is at the very beginning of the game, you just click the cookie to get obviously some cookies, and then you start upgrading with these, and you start gaining some upgrades, as I have been doing in this area or in this browser. Starting from scratch, I'm doing it again from scratch. Don't know why I had to repeat myself. Anyways, each time you buy these, there's going to be some upgrades that are going to pop up here. It is best if you buy these. I was actually watching a streamer who was streaming this game just for like 2 hours, and it was like, wow, they just streamed this game and talked about everything they wanted to talk about. It was really cool. I might actually do that at some point, but I don't know if I'm gonna make a new game or just start out. I may start out with the new game. It just might be like a talkie stream. Anyways, all they were doing was clicking, and each click they were only getting 1 cookie. They were buying all these, but they weren't getting any of these. Now, 3/4 of the way through the stream, they started getting upgrades, but the thing is, they were not getting the cursor upgrades. So the cursor upgrades is what allows you to get more cookies per click. Now, once you start getting those, all the upgrades that you get past that, and the more of these that you buy, it starts accumulating more and more cookies per click, and it's kind of addicting. I've been playing it for, it'll tell me right over here, 2 days, 22 hours, and the first day I actually left it on overnight. And there is actually a cookie limit that you get until you buy more items, and then your storage grows more and more, because the more you need more and more cookies to be able to do anything. And right now I have some things that are going to take trillions of cookies to be able to buy, and I can only get a maximum of 1.576 trillion cookies. So the more you buy, the more you can store, and that is essentially how this game works. So I'm going to stop clicking, and you can see that I am still accumulating cookies. So right under the cookie count, it shows per second is 104 for me right now. That is how many cookies I can get without clicking anything per second. While I click, I can actually keep accumulating with, so I can just add on along with the per second cookies, and it just gives me more and more cookies. So yeah. Back to work. Anyways, my job, I actually did not get hired by the company. I'm going through a work agency. So I applied for a position, and I didn't know that where I put my application in was a work agency, and they called me literally the same day. Yeah, the same day. no, they emailed me the same day and uh, asked me to set up a time for a interview. I went, um, and right when I got there, I realized it was a work agency, and I had never been in a work agency before. I've had people who have been in work agencies, and they have not had good experiences only because of the people that were there, and where they put them. So I filled out all the paperwork. I got everything done, and today was actually my official first day at the job. They gave me training for like half an hour to an hour maybe, and then we started working, and it's actually an interesting job. I wouldn't say that it would be my first job, my first pick for a job, but it's going to give me money, and it is actually allowing me to work with technology, just not in the way that I hoped I would be working with technology. So it's kind of a so-so thing, but more than likely, this is essentially just a job until I can find like the job of my dream, or the job that I am going to be more suited for. And hopefully that actually comes up fairly soon, because I kind of don't want to do a lot of manual labor. I am a lazy person, and me being me, I'd rather sit at a desk, look at code, honestly, look at code or whatnot, and work with that, rather than be on a production floor or be in a store and work there. I'm more of a sit down and look at a computer screen. Not saying I want to work on documents or payments, payroll or whatever. That's not something for me. I do love money, just don't want to have my job be money. So it'd be really cool if I could actually get this YouTube to be my full-time job, but that is like light years into the future, probably not gonna happen. So I'm not gonna bank on this being a career thing for me, and that's actually probably a good thing, because I know some people who are like, all right, I'm gonna do YouTube full time, and it never picks up, and by the time they realize it's not gonna pick up, they've dug a hole for themselves, and it is hard for them to get out of. Other people have had success, so it's kind of a mixed thing. So it's whatever. I'm not gonna bank on this actually picking up anytime soon. I'm just gonna continue doing this because I enjoy it. And hopefully once we move, my family got our house in Texas, finally got the paperwork done to be able to put it up for sale. So once that is done, we're going to be able to look, legitimately look for a house that we are interested in buying, not just look at a house to see if we want it and hope and pray that it's still on the market whenever we want to get the house, whenever we sell the house. So we actually did find like 3 different houses, and they were okay. One of them we were not able to walk through because it was not an open house. They just had this little 2-sheet packet in a box in front of their house that gave us information about the house, and it was an interesting house. The rooms already were sound quote unquote proofed. It's more sound reduction than proof. All the rooms, the house had filters throughout the whole house, so you could just go to like a sink and get filtered water. That was cool. It already had things prepared for hardwired internet. I think if we read that right, it was probably already hardwired internet ready, which is great for me because that's how I want to get my internet. Even though I can go with Wi-Fi, I'd prefer to be hardwired because that's going to give me the most optimal internet speeds I can get and be able to do what I want to do while I'm at home. So yeah, I think I'm going to stop rambling. This video is about 16 minutes, maybe a little bit shorter or a little bit longer. So yeah, hopefully this weekend I can get the week 4 draft battle for Saga League up and done, because I want to try and get that done before week 5 hits, and that is actually next week, because right now we are in our bye week. And a little information about that before we leave, so the video is going to go on a little bit longer. One of our coaches actually dropped out without telling anybody, just left the Discord. One of my leaders contacted them. They did not contact this leader back. So it was just like, all right, you left. We need someone new. So that leader actually found another person to actually fill in. So that person is now filling in for the one who dropped out. And that is actually going to be my week 5 opponent. So it's going to be interesting to see how this person battles. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to me just ramble on, and just like updating you guys on what's been happening. And hopefully next week I can actually get regular videos out, not just Let's Talk videos, because I want to get regular videos going again. So I'll see you guys next week. And until then, have a wonderful day or night, depending on where you are in the world and when you're watching this. Bye.